electromagnetic radiation, and tracking. Like, subscribe, share, comment, cause you're beautiful. Now that's why. So, for you beautiful born-again TIs who think that this program tracks you everywhere you go through your cell phone, I want you to know that they do not need your cell phone to track you and to keep you boxed in everywhere you go. They can use a laser beam. Okay, this is a laser beam of, I don't know, it may be radio waves, microwaves, I'm not sure, but there's laser beams that are not visible to the human eye. And they can put a concentrated, or rather a concentration of electromagnetic radiation in your body that you may only notice as a strange pain. You might think it was a cramp or something else. And that concentration of electromagnetic radiation, as opposed to nuclear radiation, that electromagnetic radiation, that concentration, can be tracked everywhere you go. So this radiation is not the same as nuclear radiation. I do not believe it causes cancer. But my point here is just to educate, not as a scientist or a professional, because I don't understand most aspects of this. I do know that there was a report on Fox that Putin was trying to do this with Zelensky, so that wherever he was, it wouldn't matter. Russia would know where he was at all times. They were not able to do that. This is part of a medical procedure, by the way, and I don't understand the procedure, but this was reported on the mainstream media. And while there were people who had issues that if this treatment results in a concentration of electromagnetic radiation being put in a particular part of the body that takes about 2 years for the body to clear out, why would you want this procedure to begin with? You know, they said, well, it's not, this radiation isn't like nuclear radiation, it's a little different, and it doesn't, you know, it doesn't cause cancer or destroy your body, but it was something that overall medical professionals recommended for whatever this condition was, that I do not remember what it was. But I wanted to just educate you guys, and I want to let you know that them doing this, them being able to track you, it means nothing if you guys are paying your tithes and offerings. You are making sacrifices. You are, like gym memberships, subscriptions, cable, vacations, stuff you do not need to survive, like food, clothing, and shelter. Beyond that, sacrificially giving to help the poor. And if you are praying to the Lord, tithing your time to the Lord in prayer and in reading His Word, none of this matters, you guys. The Lord tracks them everywhere they go. The Lord tracks their cell phones everywhere they go. The Lord tracks the DEWs, that the apps that they put on their cell phones to turn their cell phones into a DEW. The Lord is in those apps. He's omnipresent. The Lord is everywhere. He is at the place of all agents of this program, of all the technology. For those that carry the larger, they're like the size of tablets, where they can hit you with more powerful Havana syndrome type DEWs. God is in those. The Holy Spirit, the infinite, the omnipresent, what am I trying to say? The omnipresence of the Holy Spirit of God is in them, you guys. If you get to know the Lord the way I previously described, I'm here to tell you, God will shield you from all of it. God has not promised us that we would not be targeted, that we would not have to suffer. We all need to suffer. The heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. If you are placed in the right circumstances, you will see what your potential for evil and wickedness is. This is about purifying the heart, and if you know the Lord, He will use this program to purify your heart, so that whatever circumstances you are being placed in, you will behave in a godly way, because God has got you under His control. He's using this program to purify us. So this is not something for any of us to be paranoid about or think, oh my gosh, they're tracking this everywhere we go. David, he talks about this in Psalms 23 and in many other Psalms. The TI program's not unique. Gang stalking's not unique. Having you boxed in everywhere you go is not unique. It is a tactic that has been used probably even since before the time of David, but certainly since the time of King David. He talks about this in multiple Psalms, being boxed in everywhere he goes. People come out to, in some way, shape, or form, harass him. God uses to purify us, you guys. So we don't need to be paranoid about this. Get to know the Lord in the ways that I described prior, and watch the Lord render this program for you, just like He does for me, little more than a pathetic joke for you. I send out my love to all y'all beautiful born again TIs. God bless.